And welcome to another edition of Studio 411. I'm your host and time traveler, Larry De Silva. We appreciate you hanging out there. Lord knows the rest of us have been waiting for a while, but we are here. Why? Because we are having our annual holiday Christmas showers. We call it 3 out of 4 ain't bad. You know, you miss one once in a while, hey, stuff happens. But we've got an all-star cast of panelists who are going to be joining us to talk about their holiday Christmas memories. And also we're going to have a mystery guest who's going to try to stump the panel as to who they are and tell us a little bit about growing up as they did, celebrating the holidays. And we'll also have a little bit of trivia fun, and we've got a couple of great videos with a couple of our guests. So let's get to who they are. First off, we've got a marvelous country singer who was just doing marvelous work with her new CD release called Scarecrow, joining us from Nevada, correct? Do I have that right, Lacey?
You got it.
Yes, from
out here we say Nevada.
Nevada, there you go.
We say tomato.
There you go. Lacey J. Dalton, welcome to the show, Lacey. Thanks for being with us.
Ting, 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 ting.
She's recording a new thank you. We're recording a new CD as we speak. We've got from California, we've got former National Enquirer senior reporter Barbara Sternig. Barbara's going to be telling us about a project that she's involved with. Barbara, welcome to Studio 411. Good to have you back.
Thank you, Larry. So fun to be back. Always my pleasure.
Thank you. From New York, we've got, veteran comedy writer. My goodness, she was a staffer on Laugh-In, and then once she got her comedy writing chops, wrote for such legendary shows as The Mary Tyler Moore Show, The Bob Newhart Show, Partridge Family, Square Pegs. Oh, my goodness. Susan Silver joining us. Susan, how are you?
How am I? I'm all right. I'm ready to jingle those bells.
There you go. Susan's been barraged with so much information before we even started that I think she's in shock. So we'll try to slow.
You owe me the big bottle of champagne, Larry.
There you go. There you go. Yes, come New York City, we will. And last but not least, we've got a young lady who, of course, oh my goodness, she's had a storied life and a storied career. Former Miss Georgia USA, a former Atlanta Falcons cheerleader, veteran hee-haw star for several years, as well as one of Elvis's favorite gals. We've got author, actress, comedian Diana Goodman joining us from, where are you today? You're always on the road. Where are you?
I am in Canton, Georgia.
Canton, Georgia. Welcome back to the show. Good to have you all here.
Thank you.
We will start with Susan, because if I'm not mistaken, Susan celebrates Hanukkah. So again, happy Hanukkah to Susan and her family.
I'm the Jewess. I'm the token Jewess.
There you go. There you go.
But I knew Elvis. Not as well as she did. But
I know. But we found that out pre-show that Diana, of course, dated Elvis. And tell the story again. You had a chance to maybe make some hay with Elvis.
I was in the movie. I don't want to date myself because I'm between 50 and death. But anyway, you saw the movie Viva Las Vegas, and I was in it. I was a showgirl, and Elvis had a crew of guys that hung out around him, the Southern Mafia, and they said, Elvis is having a party. Would you like to come? I said, sure. So they said, be there at 7, and gave me the address, and I drove up in my car. I thought I'd be fashionably late at 7:30, and I opened the gate in Bel Air, and there was only one car there, and it was Elvis's Cadillac. So I knew that meant me too. So I backed out of the driveway and I left, and therefore I never got to party with Elvis.
So Me Too, in other words, really, that was Me Too before Me Too became fashionable, is what you're trying to say.
That's right. I've escaped 5 of the biggest gropers, but you have to read my book to find
That's right. That's right. Oh my goodness. And remind us tell us the title of your book. We have it up on the screen. A marvelous read. Tell us about it.
Oh, thank you. It's called Hot Pants in Hollywood, Sex, Secrets, and Sitcoms. That wasn't my behavior, the hot pants. That was my wardrobe.
There you go.
I just want people to understand. But it's funny and it's naughty and, all those good things.
All good to curl up with a warm fire and a little bit of spiked eggnog, perhaps. Now, tell me, You grew up in Wisconsin, so tell me, of course, well, you obviously had snow, to say the least, but tell me again, and I mean this sincerely, kind of educate those of us, again, that do not necessarily celebrate Hanukkah. We do know it, but I think sometimes people aren't, they don't even know how to spell it, much less, know what happened. So give us kind of a...
Pronounce it. I mean, they pronounce it Chanukah.
Chanukah.
Yeah. Chanukah. It's Hanukkah, and the good thing about it, when I was little, everybody else had Christmas, and so I was sad, but my dad told me, and it was true, you get 8 presents. We had 8 days of celebration. Of course, back in the day, we didn't really care about the holiday. We just cared about the presents, but that's the way we were.
So a lot of folks think that because you're celebrating the Jewish high holy days, that you don't get presents, because I know you hear stories about kids that, again, who can blame them, even back 20, 30, 40, 100 years ago, whatever, kids, well, what'd you get? Well, I didn't get anything, so, but that's really not.
We got 8 presents,
Yeah.
8 days of Hanukkah, and Christmas people only got to unwrap one night, so I think we were ahead of the game.
There you
but
go.
I did get a really bad present more recently.
What was that?
I was dating this guy who shall be nameless, and he brought me this wonderful box for the holidays. I thought, oh, it's wrapped beautifully. It looks like it's from Tiffany's. Maybe it's jewelry. I opened it up. It was this silver, long, like cone, like the thing that you wrap the toilet paper around, or the paper towel around that cylinder, and then it had a hole and a ball in it. So I said, well, it's lovely. It's silver. What is it? And he said, it's a nutcracker.
Wow.
So I think he was trying to tell me something.
There you go. I hear someone, I think they're reaching for a drink, so I don't know oh, that's you. Okay, there you go. Now, speaking of which, I was going to get to that later on. Now, we'll start with Barbara. Barbara, growing up in Chicago, was there, I'm sure you were appreciative of all presents you got as a young person, even into adulthood. Was there one present that stands out that you really said, boy, this is not a good present?
I come from a very large family. There were 8 kids in my family. Plus, my father was one of 7, and all of his siblings had large families. So we always used to go up to our grandma's house, and that little house would be exploding with dozens of cousins. And because there were so many children always running around, our parents and our aunties and uncles used to sort of have a grab bag of names, and each auntie would choose however many children she had. She'd choose that many names out of it. So I had this adorable, one of my totally favorite aunts, Aunt Elsie, she and Uncle Marty. And Aunt Elsie got my name one Christmas time, and I opened up the present. I think I was about 11. And inside the box was this most foul, pathetic, silky, greenish blouse. I don't know what it was. Oh, it was so offensive, really odious. And I just had to, and I wrote a lovely thank you note. I never wore it. And she was the dearest, most precious person, but I think she just bought something that she might have worn. She was all grown up. I was 11. Anyway, can't ever forget that one.
So Barbara, you're telling me you actually originated the concept of regifting, correct?
Yes, exactly. Or hiding.
There you go. Yeah.
I could have never given that to anybody else.
Under the bed in a box, never to be seen again. So how about you, Lacey? Growing up in Pennsylvania, any one gift kind of not that you thought was the greatest thing ever? Any one that you said, wow.
Well, it's funny you ask, and it instantly popped into my head. As a 12-year-old, I was kind of chunky, and my father one year thought it would be the most wonderful thing to buy me white, padded, insulated underwear with red cuffs.
Wow.
It was, the Christmas story, the kid in the, when he gets in the snowsuit and he falls down and can't even get up, he's just flailing on the ground. That's kind of what I look like. It was really a bad present, and I just kind of looked at him and, oh my God, what am I going to do? I'll crush him if I don't wear him.
Oh, and look, Lacey, we have an image of that. No, I'm only kidding. Only kidding. Thank you, Barbara, from the Enquirer. There you go. And Diana, how about you? Did someone once maybe not give you an Elvis record, gave you a Roy Orbison record or something you didn't like? Oh, I think we lose Diana?
Oh. She got a gift she really didn't like.
Hold on.
She didn't pay her phone bill. That's what.
Yeah. And Diana, how about you? Did someone once give you a gift that perhaps you didn't care for? Maybe like instead of an Elvis record or a Roy Orbison record or something?
Actually, I honestly don't recall a gift that I didn't love. And I did get an album from one of my aunts and uncles. I got Blue Hawaii for Christmas once. And then probably one of my most memorable was when I was at the beach. My family went to the beach every summer to Panama City, Florida. And I was about 14. And there was this guy who worked at the units where we stayed. And he worked on a fishing boat with his uncle. And so I was watching him clean fish one day, and we talked, and I just got the biggest crush on this guy. And when I got home, that we wrote to each other, and that Christmas he mailed to me a gold compact, not real gold, but for me, a gold compact with powder and then a lipstick on the end, like a combination. That was my most treasured gift. It was just like the first really special gift I got from a guy, and I was young. My parents didn't let me have a bunch of gifts from guys or dates for that matter. But when I think of that now, my heart gets so warm just thinking about him. It's my bucket list to find him and say hello.
There you go. All right. See, and that.
Sent you a fish. I mean, I think it's beautiful what he sent you. I thought you were going to say he sent me a giant fish.
And that traumatized Diana so much that she went on a slew later on of dating all these eligible bachelors. Amazing. All right, we're going to take a quick break. We're going to bring our mystery guest on, and then we will be back with our crew of celebrities on our Studio 411 Holiday Christmas special. And so stay with us. We'll be right back. And we're back on Studio 411, our holiday Christmas special. 3 out of 4 ain't bad. We have, oh my goodness, Lacey J. Dalton joining us. We have Barbara Sternig. We have Susan Silver and Diana Goodman. And on the line right now, we've got our holiday mystery guest. And I'll give we'll kind of do this kind of like a la What's My Line, one question per person to try to guess who this individual is. And I'll even give you, if you can guess the band that he was in. In 2020, this gentleman, who's a founding member of this band, will be celebrating his 50th year with this group. He is kind enough to call in on his way to probably escaping the fires out in California. I don't know at this point. But again, 5-time Grammy-nominated individual. Am I correct, caller?
You're correct.
There you go. Very good. All right. So, Lacey, we'll start with you. Now, Lacey J. Dalton, mystery caller, do you by any chance, have you ever met Lacey J. Dalton, the country singer?
Big fan, so I would like to meet her someday.
Very good. See, a match made in heaven. There you go. Okay. So,
What a diplomat this guy.
yes, indeed. Okay. All right, Lacey, first question. You can ask to try to identify the mystery guest. Go ahead.
Okay, well, he's already given us a clue that you're from California. Were you with, what genre of music do you play, or do you play many, or is your band known for one type of music?
Well, the band has been known for several types. In our first 2 albums, we were considered America's answer to Yes in King Crimson and Genesis. We were kind of a prog band. And then we had some kind of blue-eyed soul hits in the mid-'70s and early '80s. So now they kind of put us in a yacht rock category. So we've done the whole thing. We've had big pop hits, and we've had a lot of prog. So,
Barbara Sternig, former National Enquirer reporter, you can ask our mystery guest your question.
Okay. How many other people are in your band?
Well, we started as a 4-piece, and then we grew to a 6-piece. So our first album came out in 1975. We were a 4-piece for the first 2 records, and then we added on other members after that.
All right, Diana Goodman, Hee Haw, Elvis Presley, author, comedian. Your question for the mystery guest.
Is one of the guys in your band named Gary?
No Garys.
Susan Silver, joining us from New York, author, comedy writer.
That was so specific. I'm going to ask a general question. Is it bigger than a bread box? Oh, no, wait. That's wrong. That's a different kind of joke. Let me see a question. What do you sing?
I sing. I wasn't a singer on the hits, but I sing within the band, and I've sung on some songs, lead on some songs. But we were contemporaries with Bread, now that you mentioned Bread. So we were at the same time as
There we go.
That was good. That's a good catch there. Okay.
All right, I'll give you another hint. This gentleman, he's someone that helps keep the beat. So that's one clue. The other clue I'll give you is that again they formed in 1970. Between 1975 and 1982, they had 7 top 100 hits, 5 top 40 hits, and 3 top 10 hits. Lacey, next question.
Well, so we know that this gentleman is a drummer. Is that correct?
Yes, it is. Can I give a clue? Is it possible for me to give
Sure, absolutely.
I hope you will.
Okay, so my last name, what I do is contained within my last name.
Wow.
And it's not Johnny Symbol, so I'll give you that much. Okay. Barbara, National Enquirer, former star reporter. Go ahead. Dig, Barbara, dig.
Okay. Is the name of your group the name of a bird?
No.
Diana Goodman, next. Can I help you, Diana?
You?
I'll give that question for Diana. Did you know Elvis, mystery caller?
I never met Elvis, but I would have. I knew I had some girlfriends who were rabid fans, so by osmosis, I guess I got to know him.
There you go. Susan, next question.
Did I ever go out with you? Oh, no, that's not appropriate. Let me see. Were you ever in a movie?
No, I don't think I've ever been in a movie. But we've had songs in movies. We had a song in Every Which Way But Loose and Outside Moves.
And all this in World War II.
All this in World War II, Poor Rich Boy. So we have a lot of songs in movies.
I'll give you another clue, panelists. Their first hit record was in 1975, and it was a song called "Holding On to Yesterday." Lacey.
I'm going to Google it.
No.
That's not fair. Were you a Bay Area band, or were you a Southern California band, or Central and Southern?
We were a Bay Area band, but South Bay of Los Angeles, so the San Pedro area.
Okay, so I cheated, but I shouldn't be able to do that, so I'm going to remove myself from the game.
Okay, very good.
But I know who it is.
Yeah. Just like she removed herself from that last date she just went on the other day. Okay, there you go. Yeah. Barbara.
Okay. Was there ever a girl in your band?
There is now. My wife is the keyboard player and one of the singers in the band now. But in the original 70s and 80s, no girl.
Diana.
Is there a guy in your band named Terry?
She's going to everybody she's ever had in a date with.
I was going to say, Susan, you read my mind. Yes, indeed. We don't have enough time, Diana, for that list, so please.
I'm looking at your picture right now. Good hair, guys.
There you go. All right, I'll give you another clue. They had a hit in 1976. It was a track from a movie that I actually saw and have the soundtrack to, called All This in World War II. They had a top 40 hit with a remake of Magical Mystery Tour by the Beatles. Back to you, Lacey.
Do you guys write your own music?
Yes, we do. I mean, 95% of it, yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, just so
I
you
could
do
give a
other
really
people's
good
stuff.
clue that they would get it immediately, should I?
Okay.
Without the name?
Go ahead, whisper it to me.
Whisper you. It's a smell.
It's a smell. Yes. Well, I'm sure they've had those kind of reviews, but not too much. Not too much.
No.
Okay. Actually, Susan, would you say that that smell would almost be holiday-like, or am I barking up the wrong tree?
You're barking up the. I don't know. I'm Jewish. What do I know?
Oh, that's right. Okay, never mind. Okay, we'll give you another clue.
Evergreens?
No, not evergreen. No, you're thinking of Barbara Streisand. Thank you. We'll give you another. Let's see.
A Christmas tree,
Could I
actually.
give a clue? Could I give
Absolutely, mystery caller.
a clue? Okay. So, the original definition of our name was the nectar that kept the Greek gods immortal.
Oh, I got
Ooh,
it.
good
I got it.
Susan dated that guy too, so don't worry about it. Okay, all right. Let's see. Who was the first one to get it? Lacey, you think you know who it is?
No, I
No.
don't, because I forget what the nectar of the gods are.
Barbara, I think.
I remember. I got it.
All right, Barbara. Now, Barbara, do you know any of the?
Actually, that was going to be
Isn't that horrible?
my next question. Would your group have anything to do with the food of the gods?
Yes, we are. We were the food of the gods.
Okay, I got it.
Okay, now one more thing, and I'll let Barbara guess. Their top 3 hits, which when you hear them, a lot of ladies just swoon. Trust me, I saw this gentleman this past summer on the Cape, and let me tell you, the women go nuts. How Much I Feel, The Biggest Part of Me, that's a song, not a political statement, and You're the Only Woman. Do you know who it is, Barbara?
It's ambrosia, right?
Very good. Burley Drummond from Ambrosia. Very good.
Which one are you? They're all so
That's Burley Drummond. I was going to give you a clue. That was going to be his name would be.
Drummond. I did say that.
Yes,
No one
but
listened. Yeah, you
yes.
did.
I was going to give you a clue like a very large person who also happens to play a percussion instrument, but we didn't have to go that route.
Early guy.
Burley, how are you, my friend?
Just a
I'm excellent. Thank you for having me on the show. What a wild group of people.
Oh, they are the best. But anyway, so yes, Burley. So
Burley, I'm looking at Burley right now. Hi, you look cute.
Hi.
Burley, now you were just in Thailand. Now you're on your way to I think what, Oakland? I mean, you were like all over the place. I can't keep track of you, my friend. Where are you headed to? You got some gigs going on?
On our way to Oakland for a show tomorrow, and then up to Red Bluff, which we've never been to, about 2 hours north of Sacramento.
Very good. Couple of quick things. One, you were an Army brat, as you talked when you joined me a few years back. Tell me a little bit about, your Christmases growing up. I mean, I'm sure they were rather kind of scattered because you moved around a lot. Give me a little thumbnail of how Christmas holidays were for you.
Well, when you're an Army brat, you just get used to moving every 2 years to a different military base, all up and down the East Coast, and then finally ended up in Turkey, Ankara, Turkey, for about 4 years, and then finally settled in California, and that's where my music career started. So,
Did you know Jim Morrison?
excuse me, hon?
Did you know Jim Morrison?
No, I never did. I got to know John Dinsmore, the drummer, a little bit, but I
Yeah,
missed.
I went to school. I went to UCLA with Jim. He was a good friend.
Oh, I went to UCLA too. That was my school. So yeah,
There you go. All right. Class of 92, so we'll leave it at that.
Yeah, right.
I will check to see. You guys might have been locker mates and didn't realize. Oh, by the way, I was going to say, did you by any chance, you say you've never met Lacey J. Dalton. I just have a strange feeling that you guys probably, given that you were nominated for Grammys and other awards, you guys were in the same auditorium and didn't even realize it.
well, Yeah, we probably both should have won.
There you go. There you go, for sure. What was I going to say? Burley, we have and also hi to Mary. Mary Harris, his wife and collaborator, is there, I'm sure, in the transport that they're taking to their engagement. You guys wrote a song that we have that we're going to feature for the folks, if we may. You wrote a Christmas song a few years ago. Tell me a little bit about that.
Well, I mean, that was with my group. Mary and myself have a group called Tin Drum, and it was very centered around our life with our family. So I think the song you're referring to is, about a Christmas where I woke up with my daughter, my young daughter, sitting on top of me, shaking me to get up and, open the present. Indeed,
it's called Christmas Day with You, and we're going to feature that in a second for our audience to enjoy. Can Mary hear me, or is she not in the vehicle with you?
Yes. Hi. How are
Hi,
you?
Mary. Happy holidays to you.
Oh, thank you. Same to you.
Thanks for joining us with all this craziness, but we've got a good crew of people, and we thank you so much. Burley, I can't thank you enough. I know it was a little bit on short notice. We got to see you guys recently in the Rock to Yacht cruise, not cruise, I beg your pardon. Yeah, you're going to be on a cruise for sure, but the Rock to Yacht tour with, oh my goodness, Elliot Lurie was there. My goodness, John Ford Coley, of course, your band Ambrosia. The gentleman I'm blanking from Player was with your tour, and Stephen Bishop, a whole host of guys that you guys tour all over the country. So you guys have a ball for sure.
We do. We have a lot of fun.
Very good. All right. We're going to play that track, and we thank you for taking a few moments to join us, and we wish you guys both the best of the holiday season.
Merry
Happy
Christmas.
holidays, guys.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
All right. And let's check out that song, Christmas Day with You, here on Studio 411. Enjoy.
I woke up today the usual way, but something strange indeed. What do I see? It's staring at me and waiting patiently with eyes open wide. She's held it inside, but now she sets it free. Do you feel it too? It's shiny and new. It's Christmas Day with you. And all the people passing by, they stop and smile at me. And though the snow lies on the ground, there's not a frown to see. It's Christmas Day with you. So this is the day the angels embrace, and it's hard not to believe this feeling of hope, a moment of peace. It lives in you and me. It's moving so fast. Let's make it last and keep it all year through. The words that we pray, the love that we make on Christmas Day with you. And all the people passing by, they stop and smile at me. And when the carols fill the air, we'll say a prayer for peace. It's Christmas Day with you.
Mommy, get up. Daddy, get up.
I woke up today the usual way, but something's changed indeed. A song in my heart has calling my name. I'll never be the same. Those eyes that were wide have fallen asleep, but a love is ours to keep. So let's say a prayer for peace we can share this Christmas day with you. It's Christmas Day with you. On Christmas Day with you.
And we're back here on our Studio 411, 3 out of 4 Ain't Bad holiday Christmas show. We thank again Burley Drummond from Ambrosia. And also he and Mary have their own side project called Tin Drum, which is really where that song had its genesis, was with the side project they do called Tin Drum, which is very interesting musical genres. Burley, with all his world traveling over the years, really acquired quite a taste for a lot of percussion instruments and different musical styles that he incorporates into his music. All right, we are, of course, joined by Lacey J. Dalton, Barbara Sternig, Diana Goodman, and Susan Silver. I said it all without making a mistake. So we're going to run a quick trivia thing, see how much you guys know about the holiday season. Let me take these off so I can actually read what I'm telling you, and we'll start with Lacey J. Dalton. All right. Lacey, what do the initials CMB stand for?
CMV?
Yes, and it's not Crosby, Mellencor, and Balmuth, whatever it's.
CMV?
C as in Carl, M as in Michael, and B as in Bobby. In the holiday season of things, what does that stand for?
I have no idea.
Okay, we'll move on. Susan, in Pakistan, what?
What's the answer?
No, we don't give the answer. We use it next year.
Come on. There is no answer.
In Pakistan,
The numerals? What were they?
CMB. In Pakistan, Susan, what holiday is Bara Din?
Oh, well, I'm there all the time. I have no clue.
Okay. Barbara, in The Homecoming, who went to cut down the family Christmas tree? Very famous movie.
Grandpa?
I'll give you that. 1 point for Barbara. John Boy and Grandpa
well,
Walton.
Easy compared to Pakistan.
There.
Yeah.
I couldn't. I was almost going to say something. Poor Burley spent some time in Afghanistan, and I was going to say that's someplace where you don't want to be touring right now. I got to tell you, but God bless him. Diana, what carol contains the title "Let Earth Receive Her King"?
Oh, yeah.
Repeat that, please.
What carol contains the line "Let Earth Receive Her King"? Lacey, you want to play that on the guitar?
Is it am I supposed to be guessing?
This is for Diana. I'm sorry.
Joy to the world.
Very nice.
Yeah.
There you go.
I know that one.
There you go. All right, back to back to Lacey. On which holiday did Fred Astaire first dance with Margaret Reynolds in the movie Holiday Inn?
Oh, my word. Was it New Year's?
Excellent. Point for Lacey. Oh, we've got a barn burner here. These folks really know their holiday stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Susan, name the 3 reindeer whose names begin with D. And I'll give you a hint, they're not lawyers.
Dasher, Dancer, Donner.
Excellent. Wow. And she was worried about not getting any answers right, I got to tell you.
See? But that holiday was Sukkah.
No, it was not. No.
Well, the Jewish people know what I mean. Go
And
on.
bless you, by the way. In the city of Mistletoe, Barbara, or is the city of Mistletoe in what state? Wrong. All right. Diana, what kind of house do you traditionally eat during the holidays?
Gingerbread.
Very good. Very good. All right. Let's see. Lacey, what brought Frosty alive and keep it clean?
There must have been some magic in.
I'll give you that. A magic hat. There you go. Which I think was a movie back in the day.
The old black hat they found.
There you go. Boy, she is sharp. All right, Susan, Harry Belafonte topped the chart. Susan, Harry Belafonte topped the charts in Britain in 1957 with what hit? Again, think holiday and holiday season.
Well, it wasn't Deo.
No.
I don't know.
All right, let's see, Barbara.
Chestnuts roasting on an open
No.
fire.
Yes.
What star of the Terminator was the harried father in Jingle All the Way?
Mary's boy child?
His initials are A.S.
Okay, you get some help from Diana.
Arnold Schwarzenegger, I guess.
Arnold Schwarzenegger, yes, correct. Okay. Diana, you're so smart. In the night before Christmas, whose clothes were tarnished with ash and soot?
Santa Claus.
Very good. Saint Nick, to be exact, but we'll give you that.
Oh.
All right. Let's see. Let's see. Lacey.
I have a good one.
Yes,
I
go-
have a good one.
Yes, go ahead.
What's the Jimmy Stewart movie that we all love him?
It's
It's a
a
Wonderful Life.
yeah.
Wonderful Life. Who played the naughty girl? She was my aunt.
The naughty girl. The naughty girl. I didn't know there was a naughty girl in there.
Gloria Graham. played
Oh,
Hooker.
Gloria Graham was your aunt.
Gloria Graham was your aunt? Do you know Patty Comas?
Pardon?
Do you know Patty Comas? That's her, Gloria was her aunt too.
She was? No.
She
Wow.
must be your cousin anyway.
Everybody's related.
That's right.
Yes, you
Yeah.
must be. Yes.
Very good.
Anyway.
Now, Barbara, didn't
Yeah, that was interesting.
Barbara, you have any stories about Gloria Graham back in your reporting days or no?
Yeah, I got some, boy.
Uh-oh.
Never mind.
No, I really don't.
No.
But, yeah, Patty Comas grew up in the same town with me, and her aunt was Gloria Graham.
There you go. See, small
It was
world.
one of the
That's
famous
weird.
things about
Maybe
our
on the
town.
other side of the family. Yeah.
Susan, what remnants do Guatemalan families eat on Christmas Day?
Why are you sending me to all these third world countries? I have no idea, and I'm terribly sorry for them. I don't know.
There you go. All right, we'll go to
They
Lacey.
eat remnants? Oh.
Yes. What?
Remnants of what? That sounds awful.
Those ply carpets are a bee to eat, I got to tell you.
Oh, my God, those poor people.
What large-nosed comedian, Lacey, narrated Frosty the Snowman?
Well, all I can think of is Jimmy Durante, but I'm sure that is not correct.
Yes, it is. Yes, it
That
is.
has to be true. He's the only
Yeah.
one with a big nose.
Did any of you ladies, because again, Jimmy was around till the early '80s. Anybody on this
No,
panel?
we did not go out with Jimmy
No.
Durante. Jeez.
But
Did-
you know what? Larry, he
Yeah.
was the first celebrity I ever met in Hollywood.
Oh, my God.
He really was. Nice man.
He was a doll. He was exactly what you would think he was. Grandfatherly, precious, adorable. I was working on the Hollywood beat. It was like my second day, and there was a big event at Hollywood Park, and I went there, and I was introduced to Jimmy Durante, the first celebrity. I'll never forget him. He was so adorable. I was so green and stupid. I couldn't think of anything to say, so I just said, I love you. And he said to me, well, dear, I love you too. And that's
Yeah,
just
that's
how
the best thing to say. They all like to hear that.
Yes, he was really adorable. So anyway, that's how old I am.
There you go.
What a love he was. What a love.
He was very good friends with Desi Arnaz, because I remember reading when Jimmy passed, Desi bought a full billboard on Hollywood Boulevard, and made I forget what the statement was, but it was something very nice that he paid to have a full billboard in memoriam of his friend Jimmy Durante.
Oh,
They used to go to the horse tracks a lot, even after Jimmy had a stroke. So it was good stuff.
nobody ever had one bad word to say about Jimmy Durante. Nobody.
Barbara, while you're on a streak here, what star of Malcolm X and Hurricane starred in The Preacher's Wife?
Denzel?
Excellent, very good. She is doing good. All right, let's see. Susan, she's always claiming I'm sending her on these wild goose chases.
Yeah.
What five?
In India, what's going on?
What five and dime? Now I guarantee you had one in Wisconsin. What five and dime store has been credited with instituting the Christmas bonus?
I could say something so dirty right now,
This was for Susan.
but I won't. I was going to say
Does it
something
start with
really
a W?
filthy. I don't know.
Okay, let's see. Diana, do you know the answer?
Is it Woolworth?
Woolworths, very good. Now, which of you did not have did anyone here not have a Woolworths within 20 miles of where you grew up?
A what?
I probably did. I don't remember.
Woolworths, you used to sit at the counter and get, yeah.
Yes.
No, okay.
Had one.
You had
We
one,
had
there you go.
one.
There you go. All right, very good.
Good memories of Woolworths.
Exactly.
Ice cream and French fries when you were older.
Absolutely. Now, let's see. We'll start with Lacey. Lacey, best holiday party you ever attended?
Oh my! And you know I'm such a party girl.
Besides the one you're here trapped in now.
I think this one may be the best. But I did get to be in the Macy's Day Parade one time, but I think that's pre-Christmas. I think that's Thanksgiving.
Oh, that's no. We'll accept
I can't
that.
tell one holiday from the other anymore. They all kind of blend together.
How about you, Susan? I ask, and I think, because of course you were a staffer in the early days of Laugh-In, so I think, my God, she must have been at some really crazy parties. But any during that time, or any that you would rank up there in terms of celebrity?
I was at a party at Sammy Davis Jr.'s house, and my ex-husband and I walked into his bedroom. We looked in the closet, and it looked like a toy store. It was little tiny clothes all lined up in the closet. I do remember that.
That's Michael Jackson might have been there. That's probably why. Okay.
That's just was in the closet. He wouldn't come out. I don't know. I rarely go out. I could use an invitation.
There you go. There you go. I just invited you to lunch. What do you?
That's true. That's true. I'll be there.
Diana, how about you? A memorable party? How about Ed Elvis? Did he ever have like a big shindig, or just sit and
Got a thing about Elvis.
just sit and eat peanut butter and shoot up the TV?
And it was always a party with Elvis, but a party that I went to that was very memorable was New Year's Eve, 1980. I was at home in Atlanta, Georgia, and was not living in Atlanta, but home visiting my family, and I wanted to go out for New Year's Eve. So my girlfriend and we just went out because we didn't have dates or anything, and I ran into a guy I met, and the place was over near Moonraker in Marietta, Georgia, and I met David Hasselhoff. He was sitting there with a few of his friends. He had been working in Atlanta, and so we met and spent the rest of New Year's Eve together. So that's probably one of my favorite parties, I have to say.
Now, see, I go back to my earlier statement. I didn't know about this romance, so now we can add that to the list. Oh, my goodness. Now, who did I miss? Barbara, how about you?
Oh, gosh. Well, not counting all of those hilarious, ever-expanding family parties that we always had, I would say probably one of the most memorable ones was the first Christmas that I ever spent in California, and I didn't have the money for plane fare to go home to Chicago for Christmas. So it turns out I was best friends at that moment with and for a long time actually, with Henry Mancini's daughter Monica, who's a wonderful singer now. But so Monica and I knew her parents and everything, Henry and Jenny, and they invited me into their home to sit around the Mancini Christmas table. It was the most festive, gorgeous party. I mean, it was just family and just a few friends, And it's the first time that I ever saw, very naive, first time that I ever saw on each end of the table, there was a bottle of red and a bottle of white on one end and on the other end. So everybody didn't have to ask somebody to pass the wine around. It just kept on going on either end. And they were so
Great
gracious.
idea.
Never forgot that.
There you go. Diana's planning her next party based on that, I gotta tell you. Oh my goodness. Now,
Thanks. When I lived in California, I didn't have family out there, and I had a friend who was friends with Fraser Heston, so they invited us to Thanksgiving dinner at Charlton's house. So that was fun.
oh, Charlton Heston, there you go.
Did he have a gun at the table? Oh, I'm sorry. That's
No,
right.
he.
Never mind.
Did you know? And I saw a picture of that the Heston home. I'm assuming it was somewhere in California before his passing. That he collected, armaments, for lack of a better terminology. He actually had a real tank in one of his rooms. A tank, yes.
What? Larry, a tank of what?
A tank, a military. a military.
Image I'll never ever forget.
Not a tank top. He had a military tank in one of his rooms, and I'm gonna
He
find.
let you take it away with your cold dead hands.
Yes,
Remember?
exactly.
Okay, moving on.
Oh yes, I will send you a picture of that when I find it. The disbelievers. All right, Lacey.
It's in the tank room.
There you go. Yeah, Lacey. Favorite holiday film that you never get tired of watching.
Well, I see that Jimmy Stewart.
Oh,
It's a Beautiful Life. Is that the name of it?
It's a Wonderful Life. Yes, indeed.
It's a Wonderful Life. I love that film.
Yeah.
I like really wonderful old films at Christmas time.
How about you, Barbara?
Is that everybody's favorite? Mine too. They always used to run it every Christmas Eve on Channel 5 here in LA. And you just watch it every single year. It's just one of those movies. It's timeless. It has a wonderful message for everybody. And then every time somebody you love dies, you just think of that little bell ringing. And, you think of that movie.
How about you, Diana? I can guess what she's gonna say.
We always watch, what's the name of that movie where the little boy shoots himself in the eye with a BB gun, or at least his mom thinks he's going to?
Oh, Home Alone?
No.
No, it's an old movie.
No, the one where the friend sticks his tongue on the
Oh,
thing.
a Christmas Story.
That's a great one.
I had a feeling Susan was gonna. I had a feeling Susan was gonna give an alternate answer to that, so I had to jump in.
No. I think that is it. No, I was going to say A Wonderful Life. I was going to say Me Too, but you can't say Me Too these days.
Oh no, my goodness!
The good kind. The good kind of Me Too.
All right, we are going to end this cavalcade of stars with a great and cute video that Lacey has been kind enough to bring along. She had a recording not long ago of a Christmas holiday tune called Carl the Christmas Dog. On that note, we thank our guests for joining us here, Lacey J. Dalton, I can't say enough for all you ladies. You guys are the best in more ways than anyone can imagine. Diana Goodman, you guys all hang out here while we listen to Carl. Barbara Sternig, thank you. Best of luck with your project. Susan Silver, best of luck on Match.com. And we thank you for joining us here on Studio 411, our 3 out of 4 Ain't Bad Holiday Christmas show. We leave you with Carl, the Christmas Dog. We wish you the best of the holiday season. Enjoy.
Carl, the Christmas dog, ate the Christmas tree. He nibbled on the tiny lights, then vomited on me. He ate all Santa's cookies, we couldn't find the plate. I guess we'll see what happens when he regurgitates. So Merry Christmas, deck the halls, he's got us by the Christmas balls. We just heard from the vet we called, the x-rays don't look good at all. 'Cause Carl, Christmas dog starts with just one bite. He just can't seem to stop himself. He's got to go all night. His appetite is legend. His palate knows no bounds. We never hear the crunching, as crazy as it sounds. So Merry Christmas, deck the halls. He's got us by the Christmas balls. The vet is prepped, he must begin. Says, cover me, I'm going in. My God, the cat is missing. My God, the cat is gone.
Where's that damn cat?
And what's with all that kitty litter Carl is sleeping on? When Carl passes on, there's one thing we know well. He'll surely go to heaven, 'cause he'll chew right out of hell. So Merry Christmas, deck the halls. He's got us by the Christmas balls. The vet just called us back again. He's pulled the cat from Carl's rear end. Ew. Wow. The cat's okay, so celebrate. We even found the cookie plate. So Merry Christmas, one and all. Dale, you do not look right. I mean, you really don't look right. What is going on?
I'm channeling Carl.
Oh my God. Well, what's he got to say for himself?
I love Christmas. Woof.
He's Carl, the Christmas dog. Meow, 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 meow. Oh, Carl, not again. He's Carl, the Christmas dog.